not that you don't want to listen, but it's been difficult for you to listen.
Oh yeah, I've sort of had to train myself a little bit. I was a terrible listener, and my focus was really, really bad. So I don't know, like in my relationship with my girlfriend, for example, if she'd be like telling me something about her day or something like that, you've got to really. We were actually talking about this earlier, weren't we? You've got to be really. You've got to try your hardest to be as focused as you possibly can without your attention sort of going left, right and centre and stuff. And there's
because you've been diagnosed now, haven't you, with ADHD?
Yeah.
And that is absolutely, I mean, we identified with something straight away. It is one of the things, you know, that the brain, like, takes a skip and you can easily appear to be not interested or...
Yeah, you feel rude. That's one of the biggest things. You feel rude and you want to... I've learned little things along the way. I've sort of, like, learned how to do it. So you basically ask, like, 4 questions and about what they're talking about, and even if your sort of mind is going other places, just try and be as present as you possibly can, because it's not just about you and your thoughts in that moment. But yeah, it's...
But this is stuff that you did with an ADHD counsellor, because you didn't get on with the medication, didn't you? And I'm fascinated by that, to actually just try and retrain the way that your brain's going. And do you feel like you've done that now, that you can just...
Yeah, I really do. And it's something that I never really thought I would be able to do.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's actually, I don't know, I really wanted my relationship with my girlfriend to be the best it could possibly be. So I was like, I want to make her as happy as I can. And I know that I can do that by, you know, going to these therapies and stuff. And the lady I was with was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, she was amazing, and she, like, taught me so many tiny little things, not even big deals, but, like, little things about... Because I actually struggle to keep eye contact as well when I speak to people. And so what I normally do is, like, I now keep a bit of eye contact. Then when I'm explaining what I'm talking about, go around the room and then maintain it again just to keep it going. But it's those tiny little things that, like, for most people, they don't even make sense. But, like, for me, they're just, like, training you to really listen and really be present.
I think there's an awful lot of people here who are thinking, could I send my partner there? They haven't got ADHD. But can we train them?
Yeah.
But from Zara's point of view, I mean, how did she fit into that? Did she get irritated by the fact that you weren't listening?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when I wasn't diagnosed with anything, and because I was annoyed at myself. I'd sit there and I'd be like, dude, you need to find out whether you're just, like, a bad bloke or there's something else, like, going on, because you do feel a little bit... Am I like a narcissist? I'm like, sometimes you're sitting there going, I just am struggling to focus on what you're saying, but you're asking me about my day and I'll tell you everything. And I'm more than happy to talk about what's going on in my life. And what, if I can't sit there and listen to you, what does that say about me? And then, so, going and getting the diagnosis afterwards and put things in place for both of us, which is really, really nice. And then there are times where my girlfriend will turn around and be like, I feel like you're not fully present in this situation. And I will then be like, oh, my God, I'm not. Like, OK, great, here we go. And it's just... Oh, God, I sound like such a lazy bit. It's like...
No, you don't.
It's the communication stuff.
Well, that's the word. You took it right out of my mouth. They always say that's the secret to a relationship. So you two have found, you know, a great way of communicating with each other, which is, you know, the holy grail in relationships, isn't it? But we want to find out, obviously, more about you two. So we're going to talk Hollywood now. I don't know if you're aware, J.Lo has made a grand romantic gesture to husband Ben, dedicating her new movie to him. It's called This Is Me. The film is described as a surrealistic, fantastical journey. That sounds like a Get Out clause to me, quite frankly. And
cover all bases.
Doesn't make sense. And the greatest love story ever told. And it also stars Ben. She's going for it here. She's going for it. So does romance come naturally to you? Are you a big romantic, Johannes?
I am. I would love some.
Straight down the barrel, straight down the barrel.
A lot of it, you know what I mean?
Have you got that Friday feeling?
I do, but if you say that, I don't know if I would do it like J.Lo. I know I'm quite a private person, you know.
You are, aren't you?
I am, but I am all for romance.
Yeah.
I absolutely...
But you keep it private, you don't put it out there.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I know, so many people wish you did put it out there.
It's flying across the sky, huh?
Even me! What about you, Sam? Are you a romantic?
Do you know, I was never actually, like, sort of previously romantic. I've sort of almost had to... I sound awful. I almost had to, like...
You don't! They're stopping you.
I almost had to train myself to be... Because I've never really cared about receiving anything, gifts or anything like that. That's not really my love language, but I know that for previous girlfriends and my girlfriend now, you know, that might not be the case.
Right.
And so, you know, I know that it's the small things like writing a card and explaining why I love them so much. And even if it's not something that I would necessarily like, be like, oh yeah, that's like, it's not going to tickle my fancy massively. But I know that if it makes her smile, then that's all that... And that's something I do feel quite strongly in myself, is that I think I'm a giver in a way that I like to see the happiness on her face.
Right.
And then,
But
for example...
That's so beautiful. That sounds like, to me, the definition of love is that you do something for somebody because it makes them happy and then that leaves you feeling good. You've got to stop saying you're awful. You're very trainable.
I know you are. We like that.
I'm like a dog. Honestly, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I feel like...
Yeah, but it seems to me you're consistently doing it. You haven't just done it and, like, you know, having spoken to you, got to know you a bit this morning, it seems like it's something that you're always thinking of and always working on. But also it sounds like Zara is able to say to you what she wants. Because you've got to ask sometimes for what you want and then hopefully you've got someone who will respond to it.
It's just nice. It's nice seeing you do something that wouldn't necessarily be at the top of your list. You do that for someone else and they just go, oh, my God, and she'll, like, cry. And you're like, yes! Like, the letter works! It's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Johannes, I know you said you're a very private person and we respect that, but do you think at this stage in your life ready for love?
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I also think that's because I've literally just got my indefinite leave to remain.
Yes, and we didn't know that.
I know. Oh, Nadia, I can't tell you when I say
6 years.
6 years without a bank account, no mortgage, I couldn't do all of that. But I do feel now that I'm finally home, I said, and I feel like it's time now to really go out and meet people.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks, Annabelle. She told me to do that. She was like, you're not going to get anybody if you keep dancing 24/7.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't it interesting?
time.
Keep dancing, and that means that you keep spinning and you're not there for a relationship.
Absolutely.
So stand still for a little while.
Absolutely.
And then you might, watch this space, wow.